Hi guys, today we're going to start do our next lesson of math. It's 13.7 and that is creating bar graphs. And our goal today by the end of the lesson is to be able to create a bar graph using data. Just like any graph, the first thing you need to do is collect the data. And the easiest way to do that is by creating a chart and using a tally chart. And as you can see today, if you look at the screen here, we do already have our tally chart created right here. It's already filled in for you, so it makes our life a little bit easier. And if we were in class, we would have actually gone around and created our own tally chart. But being that we are not together, I've already filled it in for you. Once we have collected all the data, we can start filling in the bar graph. Now, we talked yesterday about the parts of a bar graph. And the first thing I would want to do, and as I look at the graph in front of us, I notice it does not have a title. And it looks like here we looked at monkeys, elephants, lions, penguins, and koalas. You can see up here and we have them pictured. What would be a good title for this one? I am thinking, since the categories are animals, that a title would be our favorite animals of the ones listed. It's probably not all of our favorite animals, but of these 5 animals listed, which one is our favorite? And those are the ones we have to choose from. So I'm going to say favorite animals. I could also say favorite stuffed animals, because in my mind, when I read those, I thought, oh, those are common stuffed animals that you see at stores. So it could also be common favorite stuffed animals. But either way, we'll say favorite animals. So that would be the first thing I would put on my graph is my title. They already did the categories for you down at the bottom. And here they have the axis labels and the scale. Please note the scale. We talked yesterday about the scale. The scale tells us how many each bar represents. So if I look at my scale, each bar represents 1. This is a vertical bar graph. So I'm going to draw my y-axis, which is the line that goes up and down. This is called the y-axis. Goes up and down here. And my x-axis goes across. That's where my categories are. Okay, so my y-axis is my axis label. My x-axis is my categories. And you're not going to see the vocabulary probably until 3rd or 4th grade, but now you are familiar with x and y axis. That is kind of important, and you will be seeing that again. So keep that filed in the back of your mind for later on. Now when I make it, I always want to make sure each bar is equally separated or has equal in size. We don't want a bar graph that is all wonky where this one is, one size smaller than the next one. So they all want to be equally. And if you use a computer program, it does it for you, which just makes it much easier on you. So now we're going to take and we're going to take the data we collected and fill this in. Now this is where I want you also to pay particular attention, because there's a trick to this that I'm going to teach you. So monkeys, that's my first category, monkeys. I'm going to look at my tally chart, and it says that I had 5 people chose monkey. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push the shift key, and then I'm going to go I'm moving it. I'm going to click in that box, and I'm going to push the shift key. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to my 5. So see how they're blue right now? I'm going to come over here to this little bucket. You'll have a bucket there. And it says fill color. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to pick any color I want, because remember we said in a bar graph, you can have them all the same color. They can be different colors. They can be different patterns. So I'm just going to pick a color. All right, so there is my 5 for my bar graph for my monkeys. Now let's go to elephants. elephants. If I go back to my tally chart, there's 7 students chose elephants. So again, I'm gonna hit the shift key. I'm gonna click, gonna click in the box and hit the shift key, and I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a blue. I'm gonna come up here to my fill, and I'm gonna pick another color. I'm gonna pick, oh, I probably should pick red. And there you go. So elephants represent 7. I'm going to do the same thing for lion. There were 2 people that chose lion. Since my scale is 1, I still need to hit that, and my shift can go 1, 2. Then I'll come up here and I'll pick another color. There you go. Penguins. Look at my tally chart. I have 9 people chose penguins. So click in the box, hold that shift key and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And to do that, when I go up, I'm actually pushing on my mouse pad and moving my cursor up, my pointy thing there, as I'm holding that shift key. Or I can push the up and down arrows. Hold the shift key and push the up and down arrows, and that will do the same thing. Okay? If I run my cursor over, I'm at 9. So now I'm going to do my fill, use my bucket and fill it in with purple, because, you know, penguins are my favorite too. And purple's my favorite, so I thought that would be appropriate. And finally, we have the koalas. And I had 2 people choose koala. So again, I'm going to click here. I'm going to hold the shift key down, and I'm going to push 1, 2 with my up arrow. Move my cursor over to my fill box and pick another color. And there, I have now completed my bar graph. And from there, I can go on to answer questions such as, which 2 animals were the least favorites? Yep, the lion and the koala. Which animal was the favorite? It was the penguin. How many students chose elephant? I can look at the top of my elephants, slide it over, and see that I'm at 7. So 7 students chose elephant. Same here. How many students chose monkey? Go to my top of the graph, or my top of my vertical line, go across, and it's at the 5. Do not say 6, because I haven't filled in the bar for 6. It's only up to the 5. Okay? So today on your work, you're going to fill in your own chart. You will have the data already for you. It's going to be there. Actually, it's up here in the pictures. Here is where your data is, and this picture's up here. And it's going to be like, how many carrots? What's my scale? Notice my scale is 1 again. So it's going to be carrots. It's a 1 to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I click on carrots, I'm going to hold down my shift key and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then come over here and use my fill box. Okay? That is what you're doing today for your homework. So that's how you create a bar graph. Enjoy your time and your work. Work hard. And we will meet again to talk about a line graph is our next type of graph to learn. All right? Have fun. As I choke, have fun. Bye.